My favorite comfort food recipe is a cheese souffle, and everybody thinks souffles are difficult to make, but they're actually very simple. If you can make a white sauce, which if you cook, you better be able to make a white sauce. You can make a cheese souffle. That my recipes from Joy of Cooking, and it was one I got when I had a kitchen shower 69 years ago. So but the new Joy of Cooking has a recipe also for cheese souffle that works very well. And they can be divided in half if you don't want to do the whole recipe. That's not a problem. That you need a straight or fairly straight sized casserole. And it can be Pyrex or anything at all. It does not have to be a souffle dish. And you make your white sauce, you put your cheese in it, you beat your yellows and stir them in, and then you beat your whites of eggs very stiff and fold those in carefully so they don't break down. Put it in the casserole and bake it, and it could not be simpler.
What temperature? How long?
It was the first thing I ever made that impressed people. People are impressed by a souffle, and I made it early in the marriage, and it's been something everybody's in the family's liked and do periodically. And I did it last weekend. My daughter and granddaughter were up here visiting, and so we had cheese souffle for dinner one night. All you need to have with it is a green salad and some French bread.
Sounds awesome.
So
why does it have such an intimidating reputation?
I don't know. I guess the idea of souffle, and maybe that it's French, I don't know. But I don't make dessert souffles. I'm sure I could, but it's just not something, to me, it's not convenient if you have to beat the eggs and get it in the oven right away for dessert. You have to stop eating and go do it, and you can't have it right away. So it does, usually takes 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the recipe you have, to bake in the oven. And I've never had one that really failed.
Wow.
So I don't think if you follow the recipe, it won't fail. And you can use any kind of cheese you would like. You can stir in very well drained cooked spinach or cooked mushrooms, anything you would like to put in it. You can put chopped ham in it.
Wow.
And make it your own, however you would like to do it. I'm just fond of cheddar cheese in the regular recipe.
Keeping it simple.
The one thing I do, I always put a little dry mustard in the white sauce, just it kind of brings out the flavor of the cheese. And when I put it in the dish, I butter it heavily and then sprinkle Parmesan cheese in it. Or you could sprinkle like seasoned breadcrumbs, but something to give it a little crust on the outside. It makes it a little extra special.
Man, that sounds really good. I want to try it now.
I wish I'd brought it. I wish I had one made right there. And then I love it the next morning for breakfast. I eat it leftovers for breakfast.
Oh, wow. How do you reheat it?
In the microwave, at 30 seconds or so.
Perfect. Cool.
And it's just a very comforting, nice, warm, tastes good dish. Uncomplicated, though people think it is. You can impress somebody by making a souffle.
Perfect. Well, that's my goal with most of my cooking, right? Perfect. Thank you.
So that don't know